Yeah, when they're good, they're very good here at home. Just ask Liverpool, just ask Arsenal. But Manchester United just before Christmas came here and put 5 behind them. Which Fulham are we going to see here this afternoon on a blustery afternoon in West London? Is it going to be the one that lost to 10-man Blackburn last time out, or the one that came back to topple Arsene Wenger and Arsenal? No doubt about it, if they're at it, Fulham, they'll certainly give the visitors from the northeast of the country plenty to think about. Clint Dempsey, the last match here was in the FA Cup, and Clint Dempsey a hat-trick in the 4-0 win against Charlton. Bang in form, the top scorer. Cabaye with an early tester for David Stockdale. But clear it is not. It's back to Cabaye. It's a decent ball in, Amiobi.
Well, Angland's just a little bit rooted there. Amiobi does well to get across him. Got to take a little bit more responsibility on themselves.
Gutierrez dances out of trouble. Here's Ben Arfa now. Beyond Senderos. Ben Arfa! Stockdale able to save.
Well, that's well played, Ben Arfa. Gutierrez, look, great feet, dances between two, sets up Ben Arfa easily past Senderos, who goes on the floor. Good strike and good save, low down to his left, Stockdale.
Duff. He's been among the goals. Takes it on, and that's the first time Tim Krul has been tested this afternoon. Ruiz looks to get out, but can't. Here's Jonas Gutierrez. In by Williamson, little glance, it's Colaccini!
Well, best opportunity of the game. And the pace of it. Substitution looks like there's going on downstairs for Fulham. I think they really got to do.
Chris Baird has played in there before, he's on the bench. Here's Amiobi. It opens up for him. Stockdale saves.
Another good save by Stockdale. In front of them, no midfield screen. He hits across this. It's a good strike. Look, cuts across it a little bit. It's going away from Stockdale.
Ruiz. Away from Cabaye. He's lost out. A dangerous area as well. Ben Arfa. Guthrie. Oh, yes! What a goal that is from Danny Guthrie! A pile driver! And Newcastle have a deserved lead just before half-time.
And where did it come from? Big tactical error, I think, from Martin Jol. Putting Brian Ruiz in the middle of midfield, trying to run the ball out of the midfield. He gets dispossessed, and the ball's planted to Guthrie, but what a strike with his left foot. Ruiz caught, Murphy has to go over, is overloaded in midfield again, but what a strike from Guthrie. That sizzles into the back of the net, and Stockdale's got no chance at all. Great strike.
Murphy clips over the top, looking for the run of Duff. Now, was he nudged in the back? And if he was it inside or outside the box?
Well, it's a great run from Damien Duff. What's he give the referee? Has give the penalty, Bill. Definitely give the penalty.
And what a way back into the match this is for Fulham. They needed a lift, they needed a break, they might just have one. Danny Murphy scores and Fulham are level.
Well, they don't deserve to be, but he's a cool penalty taker, Danny Murphy. And he slots this one home. It was a good ball from Danny Murphy for Damien Duff, and he does pick him out well. And Duff uses those runs coming from...
And by Murphy, Dempsey hurled himself at it. Zamora! Super save by Krul. Baird thunders it wide.
Bobby Zamora turns tightly in the penalty area here from the corner that's just kept alive. Good save, look at that, just spreads himself, makes himself look big. And that's it.
Gutierrez. Now by Hangeland. Super play by Johnson, he's got Zamora alongside him, he's still going. Here's Bobby Zamora, still Zamora, super play from Fulham and in it goes. The best move of the match ends up with a Fulham lead by 2-1.
Well, it's the two up front that make it again. Zamora looks so different when he's got a partner, doesn't he? Andy Johnson does ever so well on the halfway line. He's the one who keeps it alive and puts Bobby Zamora free. And in the end, Dempsey scores the goal. But look at this on the halfway line. Good turn from Johnson. Zamora rakes the run to the right, slips him in. This is a great little dummy. Brings it across Colaccini, fires away. Good save by Krul.
Lovely cushion headed down by Johnson. Here's Clint Dempsey. He's in and he scores again. From behind into a 3-1 lead. A second for Clint Dempsey.
Well, it's an amazing turnaround, and you have to say it's just by going two up front. Again, Andy Johnson starts it off because he simply holds the ball up at the beginning of the movement. It's a great finish by Dempsey.
Loose clearance by Krul. Dempsey into Johnson. Clumsy challenge. Johnson still up. Out comes Krul. Upends him. It's a penalty. Extraordinary.
Gets in front of Williamson. Stays on his feet, and then Krul brings him down. Definite penalty. And Andy Johnson's made a major difference to this. Well played there. Takes it round the keeper. Penn.
Well, Zamora's got this one, and he's in on the act as well.
Well, they changed the penalty taker. Danny Murphy hands over the duties to Bobby Zamora, and he fires home straight down the middle. Krul again guesses early, but Zamora fires straight down the middle of the goal.
Amiobi. Ben Arfa. Jinking run and a fine goal! It'll come in the category of consolation, but it'll also come in the category of top draw.
Well, he's shown some real good sparks, hasn't he? Ben Arfa, look, he comes in on John Arderisa, comes on the inside. You shouldn't be showing him on his better side. Comes in though, Baird can't get over quick enough, and Stockdale's beaten at the near post. It's had a lot of power in it. Yes, you shouldn't get beaten on the near post, Stockdale, but he really got some power in that strike. Does have the ability just to jink and get his shots away. Refurbishments to a ground.
Gutierrez.
Good strike, but straight at Stockdale.
Trying to spin it in for Amiobi. Zamora over the top. Can Dempsey get in here? He's on a hat-trick, you know. Clint Dempsey, it's another Clint Dempsey hat-trick for Fulham. The American milks the salutes. And that really is that. Fulham 5, Newcastle United 2.
Well, it's a lovely little ball from Zamora, dinks in over the top, and it's another great finish from Clint Dempsey. Look, Zamora dinks it over the top, a run from deep, gets it headed in his stride. Colaccini doesn't want to break, bring him down, give away a free kick, and that's a great strike.
Sort of sums up this second half for Newcastle United.
Well, we can't take it away from Newcastle that they were completely in control of that first half, Bill. No one could see this coming, but it's been a great season for them as well. I don't just want it fading away now. Obviously still missing a couple of their real big stars, Tiote and Demba Ba, and their new signing as well to come in. So they want to kick on after this result and put it behind them.
Zamora, maybe Fulham haven't finished just yet. Johnson. He had a nibble there, Colaccini. Well, that is that. An afternoon of extreme troughs and peaks for Fulham. The first half was pretty close to terrible. The second half was pretty close to sensational. Another Clint Dempsey hat-trick, the standout factor as they banged in 5 in the second half to reply to that half-time deficit of 1-0. Newcastle did get a second themselves through Hatem Ben Arfa to give themselves a brief glimmer of hope, but it was an almighty recovery for Fulham to keep up their winning run at home It's 4 in their last 5 games at home now at Craven Cottage, and a valuable 3 points as Clint Dempsey, for the second home game in succession, gets hold of the match ball. Final score at Craven Cottage, Fulham 5, Newcastle United 2.